Okay, the first step in assembling what we refer to as the PCB stack is to install some of the hardware into the panel board. So the PCB stack is just the panel board to main board to DAC board stack up. So they're all sort of connected together. So the first step is to install some of the hardware, some of the standoffs, etc. into the panel board. All of this hardware is included in all kits. You're going to find the standoffs in bag 3 if your bags are labeled, and you're going to find the rest of this in bag 2. So you're going to have 11, I believe it's 11 M3 by 7 millimeter male-female brass standoffs. You're going to have this lone M3 by 8 millimeter standoff. You're going to have 8 M3 serrated nuts. You're going to have the 3 standard nuts and this L bracket. So I'm going to install them now, and you can see where they go. The standoffs install like this from the back, because the main board is going to sandwich up against this. Okay, so now we're going to tighten these. We're going to save these for next. That's going to go at the bottom here. So you're going to need 4.5, 5, and 5.5 millimeter drivers to tighten the hardware. For the 4.5 millimeter, a 3/16 inch socket or driver will work as well. And for the 5 millimeter, you can get away with a 7/32 inch driver. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these. Some of them I may need to come from both sides. You're going to see where the 3 standard M3 nuts are placed is where there is less room. So you've got this location, and this location here. It's clearly shown in the build manual. Okay, once you get the first 10 standoffs in, that last one is going to go here, and you're going to place this L bracket, the unthreaded hole, sort of the long side of the L bracket, is going to slide right in here like this. And then the standoff's going to come in from the bottom. And then that 8 millimeter standoff, that aluminum one, is going to come from the top. Okay, and that's part 1 complete. Okay, so next we're going to attach the main board to the panel board. We've got the last 3 standoffs here. You've got one more M3 serrated lock nut, and you've got 9 of the narrow head M3 pan head screws, M3 by 6 millimeter. So first you want to make sure you line up your connector on this side here. Okay. Then you can start to put in your pan head screws. This one here is a screw. And then this one and this one are the standoffs. And this one here is real close to this connector, so it helps to have a really low profile nut driver for that. And then you have your last standoff, and you have the one serrated nut, and you're going to have to get that under here. Might help to do that first. Probably going to need to get a tool to get that in there. Okay, and so it'll look like this when it's done. And you'll be ready to put the DAC board on next. Okay, so part 3 of the PCB stack here is obviously going to be to attach the DAC board. There's 5 connectors on the back that need to line up, and then there's 3 mounting screws to help to hold it in. I'm going to try to push it in without jamming those switches on the front there too much. Okay, it's fully seated. Excuse my reach here, I've got the camera pretty close to me, trying to get a reasonable image quality, so pardon my hand being in the way, but there's obviously 3 locations here. And once again, these are the narrow pan head screws for these 3 locations. Okay, that's going to do it.